Okay. Let's bring it back. Episode 10. Episode 10. We're here. 10. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. All right, let's go. What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Influential Times podcast. I'm your host, TizzTheInfluence.
And I'm your co-host, BReeseTheGod.
And this is a space where we're all about the betterment of self and the world around us. And we want you to continue this journey with us by taking a moment to subscribe.
Yes. Go like, comment, and subscribe, and continue to share and join the conversation.
Episode 10.
Episode 10.
We here. We did it.
We here. No guess. No guess. We did it by ourselves.
We got it out the mud. Congratulations, brother.
Appreciate it, man. We came a long way.
Yeah, I think we're doing great.
But I didn't come this far to
come this far. Oh my God. All right. So we've been traveling.
Yeah, we've been on the move.
Let's catch everybody up to what we were doing.
Shoot, we was in another country, man. Burning our skin, getting nice little tan.
Yeah.
You know?
Viva Mexico, cabrones!
Jumping into the water.
Yes.
With no vest.
Yeah.
Living life on the edge, you know.
We went to Mexico for our girlfriend's birthday. They have birthdays that are close.
Yeah, big
close.
Gemini.
Yeah, big Geminis. So we decided to do a couples trip to Cancun.
Yeah, we decided.
Well, no, yeah, you're right. Thank you for clarifying. They decided that we were going to do a couples trip to Cancun, so.
Yeah. And we agreed and stamped it.
I mean, we didn't really have much of a choice. It wasn't
it was no choice.
You saying it like.
It was like I remember when she asked me to, it was like a suggestion. Like, I think, yeah. Like, and I'm like, all right. I guess. Like, I had different plans, but, you know.
No, like, Tati told me. Because I'm like, yo, she's like, so what are we doing for my birthday? I was like, yo, I got a surprise for you. Like, I got something lit. You gonna want to do it. She was like, what is it? I'm like, it's a surprise. She's like, I don't want to do it. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? Wait.
I don't want to do it.
You don't even know what it is. She's like, no, I'm going to tell you is it a trip? I was like, no, it's not a trip. She was like, then I don't want to do it. I want to go on a trip with Shayla. I'm like, okay, I mean.
Is it a trip?
Is it a trip? No. Okay, well, then I don't want to do it. And the surprise was us going to the Kendrick Lamar concert.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, this is going to be lit. Like, you love SZA. You like the GNX album. Like, I didn't tell her that, but she was like, no, whatever the surprise is, I don't want to do it. And then the concert was like the day of her birthday. And I ended up taking her anyway.
Yeah.
And then we went on the trip. So she got a double whammy birthday.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 2 birds, 1 stone. It was only 1 bird, but.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
So.
It's good.
That was my first time being on a couples trip. Was that your first time being on?
That was definitely my first time being on a couples trip.
Yeah, I've never done that before.
We had fun, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So for people who have never been on a couples trip, what would you say it was like? What was your experience?
It was a really good experience. But the thing is, and I was thinking about this earlier too, our girls are fun, bro.
Yeah.
We have girls that like to have a good time, that don't want to be so, oh my God, I don't want to get in the water, or I don't want to go do this. I'm scared. We're in a different country. You know, everybody, all 4 of us are like really chill. So we had like a really good time.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah. This trip made me think to myself, right? Like this whole birthday extravaganza made me think about like girlfriend birthdays versus boyfriend birthdays. Because my birthday's coming up. So I'm like, okay, we just did all of that. What are we going to do for my birthday? What do I want to do for my birthday? I really don't want to do much. Like, I honestly feel like chilling, but it's just funny, the dichotomy of like what your girl wants for her birthday versus what dudes want for theirs.
Yeah. I mean, you real simple, bro, when it comes to your birthday. You just want, niggas together. You know what I mean? That's kind of like your vibe. So it's like, I feel like it would be hard for her to like do something as big as like, Mexico. Even though that was her idea.
That was her idea. And that's what I'm saying. Like, listen, when my birthday, hold on, wait.
I'm just thinking of for you, though.
No, but listen, when my birthday's coming up, she be like stressing me about not wanting to do this. She be like, so what do you want to do for your birthday? Like, I need to know. I'll be like, maybe have everybody over, order some pizzas. She'd be like, Dante, like, tell me what you want to do for your birthday. Like, you're stressing me out. I'm like, yo, why are you stressed? I'm telling you what I want to do for my. She's like, no, like, you need to really tell me. I'm like, bro, we chilling. She's like, all right, I'm going to just figure it out. And then we end up having to do what she wants to do, what she thinks we should do. And I appreciate it. She always comes with the fire surprise. It's just like, yo, I'm chilling. We good.
Mm-hmm. And that plays into it too. Us guys were like real simple. Like I always like I didn't for a long time. I wasn't really doing much for my birthday because I was always out and about anyway. October is a lit month. You know what I mean? Chad's birthday. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like I was never really like a birthday person. So when it comes to my birthday, it's just like I'd be like whatever. Like Shayla be trying to go all out though.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm. They be trying to. Yo, your birthday is just your girl's birthday part 2, but she's celebrating you.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like for example, like for my birthday, I went to Guatemala. Yeah, that was fully planned
by her. Yeah, you didn't say you wanted to go to Guatemala.
I didn't know till the day of. It was it was that much of a surprise.
And I'm gonna tell you how that came about. Your birthday was coming up, and she was like, "Where do I want to go?"
Yeah,
Guatemala
for sure.
All right, Brian.
Yep.
We're going to Guatemala.
Which I did enjoy. She would
no,
hate me if I said I loved it.
They always end up being right. But I'm just saying, our birthdays end up being what they wanted to do.
For sure. For sure.
And you know what that reminds me of? Like the dichotomy of that is super funny. Mother's Day versus Father's Day.
Oh, yeah.
Mother's Day, you got to wake up early. You got to call your mother. Then you got to call your grandma. Then you got to call your aunts. Then you got to call the person who used to babysit you.
Yeah.
You got to call your stepmom.
Yeah.
You got to call your cousin who's now a mother. Father's Day, you wake up, yawn, stretch, pick up your phone, call your pops. Yo, you good? Yeah, happy Father's Day. I love you. Love you too. Father's Day, done.
Finish.
Father's Day, finito. But that sounds kind of bad.
But it's the truth, bro. I'm so like bad with it though. Like I'm not gonna lie, my family they'd be like, he up here lying if he's saying he's making all those calls on Mother's Day, because I am not, bro.
But I'm just saying the effort of Mother's Day is a lot.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like I definitely like for this Mother's Day, I'll be honest. Like I sent my mom like some flowers. I think I sent my stepmom like some edible arrangements.
That's what I'm saying. What did you send your father for Father's Day?
Dad, I love you, Dad.
And that's where it's messed up. Because it's like, yo, Dad, my dad watches religiously. Dad, I love you. But I'm just saying there is a difference in effort with like, but you know, it's the woman versus man thing. Men are simple. Like my dad, he's not looking for an edible arrangements or some flowers.
Yeah. My dad's like, his biggest thing is like, yo, I'm looking for you to like be successful for you, you know, do what you got to do. If your brother or sister ever needed you, like that's how you can like give back to me. Like I don't think my dad, he got everything he wanted.
Yeah, no, for sure. And my mom is the same way too. Like I think both of my parents are that way, but I think it's just tuned into us. Like, you know, you got to make sure mom feels special, but you got to make sure dad feels special too. So shout out to the mothers and the fathers.
Yeah, shout out. Father's Day just passed too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and did you break ground for your pops?
I got a call. He ain't called me today, bro. I'm slacking right now. I've been in my own zone these last few weeks. I mean,
it gets like that. Sometimes you got to just buckle down and lock in. But
facts, man.
But all right, well, that was fun. There's this TikTok trend going on where people are making struggle meals with like the countdown.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like 10, 9, and it's like a struggle meal.
Do you remember when you actually used to do that though? You know where that comes from?
What?
Like you have something in the microwave and like the time is winding down and you're trying to get everything done before it like gets to 1 and you don't want it to beat because
that's fair. There
might be a lot going on in the crib. You don't want to share your food. You know what I mean? You don't want to wake somebody up. You know what I mean? You got to get it before you trying to do everything.
Yeah. I don't think I ever took it to that extent, but I get what you're saying, the concept of playing that game. But it made me want to ask you, what are your top 3 struggle meals?
Top 3 struggle meals. Number 3, I'm going to go 3, 2, 1.
Okay, I like that. Number
3 is going to be that top ramen with the Vienna sausage.
Vienna sausage?
With the little adobo. I know, the people who mess with ramen know what to do.
I mean, ramen's on my list, but I don't know about the Vienna sausage.
The Vienna sausage, that's the protein. What, you just gonna eat the noodles?
Yes, ramen, top ramen is...
Struggle.
These are struggle meals.
Dudes are struggling. You just eating the ramen?
He on some type of bougie struggle. You got a bougie struggle meal.
Sometimes we
no
had a
Vienna sausage. You got sausage in the ramen?
Sometimes you had a Vienna sausage and you have to just do the double pack. I'm at least opening up another ramen and I'm getting the packet from there and I'm double packing. I gotta season my.
Nah, you're wilding. You're wilding. Wasting a seasoning.
You only do one pack?
Yes. One is enough. See, I'm gonna tell you. Look, I'm gonna tell you the key. Hold on, wait. Hold on. No. Listen. Let me tell you the key.
What?
The reason you feel like one pack of seasoning is not enough is because you're putting too much water. Yes, like what are we talking about? That's the
dry top ramen. Dry top.
All right, whatever.
Ramen.
Go ahead. Go to number two. Go to number two.
You be exposing yourself.
Yo, bro, I'm a top ramen master. I've been making that since I was able to touch the stove. Stop playing with me, bro. My ramen is better than your ramen.
Yo, when I first came out here, you offered me some ramen.
Oh man, we about to peel it back. Wait, what happened?
I was like, because, I've been there for like a couple of weeks and, Jay cooks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we be eating good.
Yeah.
Came out here. So when we came home, I don't know, it was like a late night or something. You was like, you want a ramen? I was like, boy, you really about to make that right now? He was like, yeah. Like, and you made the ramen? I can't remember if it was watery or dry.
My ramen is never watery. Never in life. Are you crazy?
You definitely took it down like that was your go-to.
It is. All right, go to two. Go to number two.
All right, so ramen and Vienna sausage. Second, I'm going to go with the Chef Boyardee ravioli.
That's a good one.
Come on,
that's a really good one. That's a good pull. My list is not as good as yours already.
Chef
Go ahead.
Boyardee. And number one is a tie between two of the same thing, though. I got the pizza rolls.
Oh, you're going crazy.
The pizza rolls.
Your list is crazy.
Or, if you want to get serious, the Elio's pizza in the back of the freezer. That's my favorite, bro.
Yo, Elio's, bro, I don't even want to say my list. You can
ask them in high school. I always had an Elio's pizza in my crib. Stop playing with me.
I don't even want to say my list.
It's the truth.
I gotta rearrange mine.
Nah, because I was eating good. I was eating that a lot.
That's good struggle meals.
Oatmeal and cereal, but I felt like that was like
that's common. That's common. No, you just went crazy. All right, my list is definitely not as good as yours. That was you blacked with that one.
But I used to eat for real.
Okay, that was fire. Damn. All right.
Nah, just say the list that you
that was crazy though. That was crazy. All right. I'll go, because now I'm thinking about more things. Like, you opened up my mind a little bit. You really just messed me up with that. I won't lie. I'll go number 3, fish sticks.
Oh, yeah.
Fish sticks.
In the oven real quick.
Fish sticks.
20 minutes.
With some ketchup.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, people don't be knowing about ketchup. Come on with the fish sticks.
Fish sticks and ketchup, yeah.
That's a fire one.
Mm-hmm.
A second one.
Cook tater tots or nothing with it. Just straight fish sticks across the board.
No, yeah. What else? Yeah.
20 fish sticks. I don't care. I don't care. On one plate, stacked neatly with the whole ketchup.
God.
That's what I was doing.
Yo, I know.
Styrofoam
Me too.
Plate.
All right.
I don't care.
Number 2. This is basic. This is not as good as yours. A peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, you told me not to pick
peanut
butter and jelly. You gonna pick peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter and jelly is, but I ain't gonna lie, we gotta keep it back to the basics though, because we getting advanced. Peanut butter and jelly. And number 1 is ramen.
Number 1 is ramen.
Number 1 is that's the number 1 go-to. Eat some noodles. You hungry? Eat some noodles. What? Are you crazy? And if you really, really hungry, after you finish eating them noodles, make some more noodles.
Yo,
what?
That is crazy.
Are you crazy?
I don't even eat ramen no more, bro.
You bugging. See, you getting money. He getting money. I'm still, and listen, I'm getting money too, but sometimes I just need to feel something. You know what I mean? I need to remember. That's the problem,
that burn
bro.
in his
Yo, you done forgot where you came from. You done forgot where you can. You Hollywood now, bro.
I'm not Hollywood. I just can't.
All right, real quick, let's go through this.
Ramen tastes like
bro. You
plastic
bugging, bro.
now.
Nah, you bugging. I ain't gonna lie. See, this is
One
the problem,
packet.
bro. This is the problem, bro. This is the problem, bro. People get money and forget where they came from, bro. I would never switch on ramen. But look, let's do it like this, right? What's your top? Let's do this quick. Top 3 fast food restaurants.
Top 3 fast food restaurants. I think I told you I couldn't leave Taco Bell. I know it's gonna hurt your stomach, but in that moment,
that flavor is crazy.
Whenever you go to Taco Bell,
God.
And I don't even like spicy food. But anything from Taco Bell, I'm eating it. Word. Taco Bell very unhealthy though. Don't go there. But for me, top 3, and my girl don't like it, so I probably eat Taco Bell once every 5 years.
I'm in the same boat. Yep.
So I'm gonna have to put Taco Bell second.
Second? No, Taco Bell's first. No,
Taco Bell's third.
Oh, wow.
Second, I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but it's ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. McDonald's.
Yes.
McDonald's is ultimate go-to. I was gonna put Raising Cane in, like I told you earlier, but I would. Yo,
that's how yo, we got Denisha.
I call Raising Cane's Raising Canaan. That's just what I call it, okay? So I was going to put Raising Cane in front of McDonald's, but thinking all my history, so many things that happened at McDonald's, and you know what I mean? So I had to put McDonald's number 2. Number 1? Number 1, nobody's messing with Bojangles. If you've never had Bojangles, Bojangles is the best fast food restaurant you will ever eat at, ever.
I've never had Bojangles.
Oh my.
I've never had it. I've never had it.
We need to get you a chicken supreme combo. Extra seasoning on the fries.
Okay.
Large sweet tea.
Okay.
Stop playing.
All right. Let me see. What do I got for you? I got McDonald's at number 1.
Okay.
McDonald's is number 1.
Fair. It's history.
It's got chicken. It's got burgers. It's got strips. It's got fries. Like, we grew up on McDonald's. It's got apple slices. It's got chocolate chip cookies.
Yes.
Like, how are we gonna play McDonald's? It's got ice cream. It's got McFlurries when it's working.
When it's working.
And I'm not even and I'm not even mad at it not working because it makes it feel like a delicacy. It's like an exclusive joint. Like, ooh, you got it
When's
today?
the last time you had a McFlurry?
Exactly. I mean, it was within this year.
Oh, you had a McFlurry? It's never really working when I go. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
I don't
like,
even try.
See, I got one up. I had a McFlurry. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, stop playing. Like, people be playing. Oh, you eat McDonald's? Yes, I eat McDonald's. What are we talking about? At number 2,
road trip.
Yeah, road trip. Like, come on, bro.
Like the Biggie D's.
Number 2, I'm going with Taco Bell. Taco Bell, and I'm gonna tell you why Taco Bell is so crazy, because I don't even like hard shell tacos, but the Doritos Locos joint, I'm getting that every time, and
Cool
I don't
Ranch
even
or the
cheesy joint. Not the
red,
cool one,
the
the red joint.
red
Yes,
joint,
the red joint. Come on. And the third one, people are gonna try to say is not fast food, but it is fast food. Chipotle. That's fast food. It's done in boop, 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 boop. It's fast. I was talking to my coworker today. He tried to tell me Chipotle is not fast food. They don't have a drive-through. No.
Some Chipotles have drive-thrus.
I've never been to a Chipotle.
Yeah. Some of them have, like the pickup for the Uber.
Really?
In White Plains, I feel like. Or like somewhere in Westchester, though.
Okay,
I
that's
definitely seen and picked up my order before.
All right. Well, sure. Anderson, if you're watching this, Chipotle's fast food.
Yeah, Chipotle, it's a McDonald's chain.
Oh, really?
Yes.
McDonald's owns Chipotle?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
McDonald's came out with Chipotle.
Oh, I didn't know that. Dope. All right.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of struggle meals, I wanted to know, when do you feel like you went through your greatest struggle in life?
In life?
I would say adult life, though.
Adult life? Shoot. I feel like probably right before I met Shayla.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. What were you going through, in a nutshell?
Just not knowing like where I belonged or like what I was really gonna do with myself, like, cause I just had like kind of like stopped playing basketball, and I was working. I didn't really know really what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to get out here, but at the time before I met Shorty, I was like thinking like, I don't know, like if I'm actually going to make it out here or be out here, because I didn't know what I was actually going to do and how I was going to finagle it, you know what I mean? So that was kind of like my biggest struggle. But then when I met her, you know, and you have people like, you know, it didn't have to be her, but you know, you have people that you're close to just talking to you every day about what you want to do and how you want to navigate it. And she was, my girl was like one of those people that like really helped me do that. So like, I want to say like that year right before her.
Right before like, you met her, it was tough.
Yeah, it was like my biggest probably struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's dope that you said that, because a lot of people, you know, like when you're younger and you're in high school, life is kind of like planned out for you.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like, okay, well, I gotta just go to class, do my homework. If you play sports, you go to practice, and you're not really thinking about like having to do anything because your schedule is made for you, right? But then you graduate, even when you graduate college, or, you know, whenever you leave that format, it's kind of like, okay, so now what? You know, especially after being basically taken care of schedule-wise your whole life. And I think that's something that everybody goes through that nobody really talks about, like that moment where you're like, okay, now what?
Yeah.
You know, and that's a scary thing.
Yeah.
That's like a super scary. Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure.
Was.
Like, so I respect that. So how did you navigate that?
I just kept taking it day by day, looking for different jobs, looking for other things that I might be interested in doing. Because at the time I was lifeguarding, like at like rooftops, private pools, like that was kind of like my hustle. And I was bringing in money, but it wasn't enough money to like live like the lifestyle I live now. Like, you know what I mean? So my goal was always to, you know, get more. And I feel like lifeguard, just keeping my head down and kept lifeguarding and looking, that's what got me out of the struggle. And then I landed Apple and, you know, started working with them. And, you know, with them, I realized I can go anywhere I want. Like I did, came out here, you know what I mean? So like, just kept trying every day, like never give up. Even now, like I'm not complacent. I'm trying more things. I want to get to the next level, whatever's after this, you know what I mean? I'm not struggling, but I need to start acting like I am. That's my problem.
You putting the Vienna sausages in the top ramen, you acting crazy.
I ain't had that. I ain't had that in so long. Vienna sausages in top ramen. But yeah, man, like I gotta start not feeling as comfortable as I do now, bro. I feel too comfortable.
Yeah.
I've been seeing it in the mirror.
And it's interesting that you say that, because I saw this picture on Twitter. It was like a cartoon. And basically the cartoon was saying like, at one point in your life, you were not begging, but, you know, fighting to be where you are now. And now that you're here, you're worried about the next thing. Like, take a moment to enjoy the fact that you made it to this point. So I think that kind of speaks to what you just said. Like, you know, I think it's good that you're enjoying where you are, you know, because you're saying that at one point you weren't here and you worked yourself to this point. So, you know, I think it's important to like embrace your accomplishment and, you know, still work, you know, still keep your head down. But like, I think a lot of people just get so caught up in trying to make it to the next level. Like, oh, okay, I'm here, but now what? Now what? Like, no. Stop, take a moment, look around, enjoy the scenery, enjoy who's here with you, you know? So that's good. Live your life, bro. Enjoy it, you know?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Spend a little bit of that cash, you know what I'm saying? Put some away, you know?
Facts.
But I'm trying to think about, well, I don't really have to think about, my greatest adult struggle would be when I came out here. That was like such a hard time. And it's not a time that I really like over communicated with everybody about. You and I talked. Yeah, like you and I.
We did the UPS thing together.
Yeah, and that's something that like a lot of people don't even know. Like when I moved to LA, I'm going to make a long story short, but when I moved to LA, I was moving out here with the idea that I was going to be able to support myself because I had this tour money coming in. I was running around, me and Mosey, we had shows lined up. We were doing these tours. I was like, okay, when I'm going to make off these tours, I can support myself. And then as soon as I got out here, COVID hits. All of the money that I was projected to make wiped my schedule. And mind you, I just moved out here. I don't know anybody in the clubs, and the clubs are shut down. It's COVID. Like, as a DJ, there was like no way for me to make money. So I'm like stressed out. I'm like, yo, what am I gonna do? Like, how am I gonna support myself? Like, I'm out here. I don't have any family out here. I mean, I got my boys, but like, you know, it's different. Like, your mother, your brother. And like, I literally worked the night shift at UPS, packing trucks to like get some money in my pocket. Like, and you know, me and you talked about that. Like, BReese, you was also working at UPS.
Yep.
And bro, I would go in at like 10 p.m. and like be packing trucks all night till like 7 in the morning until I could like get the ball rolling for myself. And you know, that's a part of my testimony as far as my story and where I'm at today. But yeah, bro, it was crazy. Like, it was hard. It was hard.
UPS is one of the hardest jobs in America. I swear, man. They was packing those trucks. I was in New York City, Harlem. Yo, that was crazy, bro. The amount of work they had us doing was crazy. The pay wasn't even, now, back then, I guess it was decent.
Well, you were a driver.
Yeah, even as a driver.
But I'm saying drivers got paid better than the loaders. Like, the loaders, bro, I was working for, it was crazy.
I was sweating.
I was sweating too.
Delivering in the projects. What?
I still have my UPS ID. I keep it like just to look at, to remember, like, yo, like, you did that. Nah, I keep mine just like for memories, like, yo, you did that. Like, times was hard and you had to figure it out. But I think that just speaks to, like, if you are in a pickle, if you in the gym, if your back is against the wall, there's a way, and the way might be rough. It might be tough. It may not be what you want. You know, like, I came out here to be fly boy, DJ, whatever. Like, oh yeah, I'm on the road, and it was like, well, if you want that, you're gonna have to get in the mud for it. So, you know, don't be afraid of that, because there's something on the other side of that.
Yeah. Everybody goes through struggle.
Everybody goes through struggle. Yeah, don't be embarrassed.
People are struggling right now.
People are struggling right now. And I'm actually happy you said that, because, you know, we live in the world of like social media where everybody's trying to act like everything's all good. And it's like, bro, people are going through it, bro. Like, it's like, come on. Like, everybody's trying to act like, oh, I'm good. I'm good. I got it. All right, cool. I seen hard times before. And I'm not ashamed of that, because, you know, I made it through them. And now we here, we in LA, we living good, we living with our girls. Life is good.
Yeah, life's pretty nice right now.
Yeah, no, I love it. So speaking of that, right? We live with our girls now.
Yeah.
What are the pros and cons of living with your girl?
The pros is you don't gotta cook, clean.
Oh my God.
You everything is usually organized if you know, live it with.
Well, what's a pro that doesn't have to do with the service of?
Okay, you're never alone.
Okay, that's a good one.
You're never alone.
That's still kind of like a service thing, though.
No,
that does, because it serves you like, okay, well, now I don't have to be alone.
Yeah, but they're not alone. They don't have to be alone either. So it services both.
Okay, but what's a pro from your perspective?
A pro from my perspective would just be, I don't know, the confidence in that, like, you could actually do this with your partner. Like, you could actually, like, be with them forever. Like,
that's a good one.
If you live with them, like, this is your kind of, you know, whatever, like, your, I don't know, this is like your example for what your relationship could be in a bigger space, with more money, if you guys grow, you know what I mean? This is like your pregame.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
that's a pro.
It basically shows you that you could live and have a life with this person.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
What's a con?
A con is that your time management, your time just it's just all messed up. You don't get to do all the things that you could do if you weren't not in a relationship, but weren't living with your partner.
Okay, like what? Give me an example.
Like, I could just, like, when y'all call me, like y'all did when I was sick, to go to shout out Nico and them, their concert. You know what I mean? Like, I was sick, don't get me wrong, but I'm sick with like another person in the house. I gotta think about, you know what I mean, them and stuff like that. So it's like, I'm just gonna sit here and get better. Like, even though I thought, like I was telling you earlier, I could have probably thugged it through, but since I'm with somebody else, You know what I mean? They're not really comfortable with me going out sick and just going out without them, of course.
I mean, you shouldn't be going out sick though.
You right?
Like, and not even just for you, but it's like
is
yeah, but you won't come out and get us sick.
Bro, but I'm not that sick, bro.
Oh my God,
I'm not that sick,
See, this
bro.
is the problem, bro.
I'm not that
Yo,
sick.
if you sick, stay home, bro. Don't come out here trying to dap me up with your snotty. No,
yeah,
bro,
but it
no.
wasn't even a sick like that. It was like a sick, like, damn, I've been traveling. Like, I was at New York, then I was in Mexico, now I'm back here. Like, I was just going through, like, the weather.
Okay, but weather sickness can be.
Yeah, but it was a headache. It was more of that.
All right, but go ahead on your example. I'm sorry.
That type of vibe. But am I still going with pros and cons?
Well, you said that your con was that, you know, your time management.
Yeah, it's all messed up because you have to worry about what your partner wants. Mm-hmm. Your time to be spent on. Because if you just like, I'll randomly say, even coming to film the pod, if I wouldn't have told her about us like filming the pod like 2-3 days ago when we like actually decided, like, and I would have just been like, oh yeah, I forgot, yo, we filming the pod tonight at night. Why you just telling me this now? it's like, what? And now those are like, that's like a con. It's not even like something I hate that she does or hate that I gotta deal with. It's just like, it's something that you got to deal with.
Yeah. No, I get it.
You wouldn't have to deal with that.
It's not like a deal breaker that you're super upset about. You're just listing your thing.
Yeah.
No,
and I guess it could be a thing too if you don't live with that person and you're going out and doing stuff. But when you text message and calling is different from we right here. Like, are you for real? You know what I'm saying?
like you're doing that?
Yeah, you're doing that? Like, are you sure?
Yeah.
All right, bet. You know what I'm saying? That determines. And your girl determines, I feel like we was talking about this one time, your girl determines like what night you're gonna have, what day you're gonna have, bro. Mm-hmm. So you dudes, you gotta think about that. Everybody be so stuck in this ego, like she's just supposed to listen or she's just supposed to do that. Like, yeah, she's supposed to, but worry about them all, brother. Worry about 2 days from now. Worry about next week and that trip. You feel what I'm saying? That's what you got to be thinking about.
Yeah.
You can't be thinking about the right now, the going out. Nah, bro. Those are the cons. That's just the con. You just can't go out. You just can't do certain things. You know what I mean? Mainly because I give her so much, junk about going out. You know what I mean? When she does go out.
Then, you definitely can't say that. You make it a bigger con for yourself.
Because, bro, I go out. This is so off topic, but my thing is I go outside. I've been outside. You've seen I was outside. But she likes to say, like, oh, before she met me, like, she was outside. Like, she was in the club with her friends and stuff. I'm like, I ain't see that. That's not what I seen. I ain't see that. I seen homebody. I seen with me not really trying to go out. And if you do go out, I come. But recently, these last few years, it's been she's going out and I'm not coming. More so because I don't want to come. Yeah. But still, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't be.
But honestly, though, I think it's healthy for people to get out without their partner.
Yeah, no, it definitely is.
On her end, too. Like, I think she should get out with her friends and have a time and then come back home to you lit if she likes to get lit or, do whatever.
Yeah. I'm a little toxic when it comes to that, broski.
You got to let her pop out and let her do it.
I do let it happen.
Yeah, but you're toxic about it. Let me do my pros and cons. Yeah. All right. My pro is basically spot on to yours. Like, I think that living with somebody shows you that you can be with this person for life. Mm-hmm. Tati did I think it was a TikTok or a reel where she was basically like, the caption was like life after moving in together. And it just showed a bunch of clips of like, what our home is like. And it ended up going viral and a lot of people like were commenting and like bashing her about it. Like, oh, you moved in with this man before marriage. Like, you're like, you tweaked. Like, this, that, and the third. Like, now he'll never marry you. This, that, and the third. Like, blah, 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 blah. And we were just kind of baffled by that because it's like, I feel like you don't really know somebody until you live with them.
Exactly.
Like, you don't know, like, does this person leave their underwear on the floor? Do they like the toilet paper over or under? Do they wake up in the morning and brush their teeth? Like, do they pray before they go to bed? Like, there's a lot of things that you find out when it's like, okay, we are sharing this space. So I think that is like the super, super pro of like living with somebody. You get to really, really know them. Like, when they're having a good day, when they're having a bad day, like, who is this person, There's no escaping it. So that would be the pro. It's a pro for me because I like who my person is. So it could be a con for others because
what happens, like, this is just a question. I don't mean to like interrupt your answer, but what happens when you see something that you're like not fond of their living behavior? Like, how do you go and approach and handle that?
Yo, that's a really good question.
That's like tough.
I actually don't think it should be. I think I was talking to my coworker about the run of show before we got here, and I asked him this question: what are the pros and cons? And I asked him, what advice would you give somebody who's thinking about moving in with their partner? And he had a really good answer, and he said, it's super important to tell people your expectations because the way you were raised in your household, it may be very different from the way I was raised in my household. So what you expect to happen in the home may be very different from what I expect to happen in the home. And nobody ever like grew up with their partner in their home, you know what I'm saying? So it's like she may have watched her father every morning take out the trash. For her whole life, she watched her father in the morning take out the trash. So when you wake up in the morning and you don't take out the trash, that may really bother her because she feels like, yo, this is like a thing for me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you may be like, yo, I take out the trash when I get back. Like, it's not that serious. But for her, it's like, no, like, this is what I was raised in. So rather than her, tweaking about it, she should just communicate and tell you, hey, no, these are my expectations. This is what I was raised in. So this is what I need you to do. And it really shouldn't matter to you whether you take it out in the morning or the afternoon. So being a good partner, you say, okay, I know that this is what my partner needs to feel good in the home, to feel safe in the home, to feel whatever. So for her, sure, I'll take the trash out in the morning. You may have grown up in a household where, guys are a little more simple. Like, I'm trying to think. I don't know. Like, I don't really have like too many.
What if it's like the temperature? Like, you like it a little cold, she like it a little warm.
That's a good one.
How you go about something like that?
I mean, I think there's got to be a common ground, right? Like,
I know how I get through it.
Go ahead. How do you get through it?
Like clothes. You just put on some more clothes. If you cold, because I like it cold. If you cold, put on some more clothes, G. I'm home. I want to be comfortable. No, the cover. Get under the covers. Come cuddle. Like, you know what I mean? I'll turn it into something else. But it's like, I figure out a way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You go about it. But some things are harder than others. Like, I know there's a bunch of things that Shayla don't like about, me, live like the way we live together.
Yeah.
I know she wishes I would probably pick up and do the dishes, like at least once in a while. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's something that I know. She don't, but that's not something we fight about or is like an issue.
Oh, okay. So look, you guys don't fight about it, but it is an issue though. And I'm not saying like it's this big overarching thing. I'm just saying to speak to your point, it is an issue because it's like you just said out your own mouth. You know that she wishes you would do it once in a blue.
Yeah.
So it's like, why not?
Well, not more than once in a blue. So
okay, yeah. She wishes you would help out just a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like, if she holds you down. And you hold her down too, but I'm just speaking from this perspective, like she holds you down. I don't think from the outside looking in that there's anything that she wouldn't do for you if you needed it, or even if you wanted it.
Yeah, no, for sure. No.
So it's like, why not just, hey babe, I did the dishes. He's laughing, but I'm really he's laughing, and I'm not even laughing. I'm serious, bro.
Because I just it's just
like what is the issue with doing the dishes?
I'm moving in 2 weeks officially, and I told her I'm gonna cook a little something, throw something on the grill. You know what I mean? Get a little rice.
Okay, but I just want to focus on the dishes real quick. What is the issue with doing the dishes?
I just can't. Bro.
Why though? Why? Let's explore it.
Why? I'm gonna tell the truth, bro.
Okay.
Tell the absolute truth.
Go ahead.
And this is like, because you got to be careful what you say to kids and how you treat kids. So boom. So when I was younger, my mother and my grandmother, they always do this. Dominican household, y'all know what I'm talking about. For all my fellow Dominicans out there, the women, they're in the kitchen. Man, it's not so. We take the trash out, we move stuff, we do all the heavy lifting.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We're never supposed to be in the kitchen. We're never supposed to touch a dish.
Okay.
Boom. Transitioning to when I moved like with my dad and my stepmom, they're this is a us household. You're gonna be doing the dishes. Like, you're gonna take out the trash. So I'm doing the dishes. You know what I'm saying? It's like a year or two of me doing the dishes, and I'm just like, I don't like texture, bro. I don't like touching nasty stuff in the dishes. So I had to put on gloves. So I put on the gloves. They like yellow or pink. I swear. I put on the gloves. and my stepmom's cousin or uncle, I don't know, she from the country, got a big family. And I forget his name, man, but he was so cool. I was cool with him. And he's like, yo, you doing the dishes, little bro? Like, and he's laughing at me. He's like, when I tell you he's like laughing at me, he's like really laughing at me like, yo, you why you doing the dishes? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, with the gloves on though, with the pink or yellow, whatever gloves on, like, you for real? Yeah. Like, I ain't never doing no dishes again, bro. I swear. Yeah, and ever since then, like, I just
and I get it.
Some,
no, and I totally get it, because it's like the concept of like when, like, okay, an example of that for me is like when I was younger and I was crying about something. They was like, yo, you crying? Like, boys are not supposed to cry, like this and the third. So yeah, I completely understand. Like, we plant ideas into children's thought process, and then they grow up and become adults and live by that. But at some point, like, we do kind of, and not to be dramatic, but that's like a trauma thing. Like, we do have to kind of like shake the trauma we went through as children and become like better people and say like, okay, you know what? Like, I'm in a household with this woman. She does this, that, and the third. She holds it down all day. It's really nothing. If anything, it's manly for me to show up for her and hold her down and say, you know what, babe, I got the dishes. Like, you good. Like, don't even worry about it. Like, take something off her plate, you know?
I take a bill. I pay a bill.
All right. I tried. Shayla, I tried.
I'll pay a bill, man.
I tried.
But what I'm saying is, she would rather me buy her or take her out on a nice date or pay her bill rather than do the dishes, bro. She just would like if I were to do the dishes and cook. Yes, that would be a nice thing.
So why not just do a nice thing for your girl?
I'll save it for Valentine's Day or something.
That's the bar is, yo, on Valentine's Day, you're going to, all right.
Pull it out the, well, he ain't never
that's
do
bad,
nothing
bro.
like this. Bro, how?
That's bad,
I'm
bro.
saving it.
You just said on Valentine's Day you'll do the dishes. No.
I said pull something out, like maybe cook, not do the dishes. The dishes. We're gonna have I'm gonna do the dish. I'm a dishwasher. I'll put the dishes in the dishwasher.
Okay, but you don't have a dishwasher right now.
Yeah, but I'm going to in 2 weeks. Shout out the new apartment.
All right. Well, I tried, but this is episode 10. We did it.
It's over already.
It's over already. We've been having so much fun. Listen, thank you to everybody who has supported us, who has been just hitting us, and just, man, this has been super, super awesome. And it's not over, but we set a goal of 10 for season 1, and this is season 1. Thank you to Denisha, who's our producer, for being here with us. What do you got to say to the people, man?
Man, I appreciate y'all for sticking with us, watching all the episodes. I got a lot of people like DMing me, telling me they're binging the episodes now. The engagement's great. Like every week, it's the most engagement I've ever seen in my life since we started this freaking podcast. So I'm thankful for all y'all just keeping up and joining the conversation. Hopefully you guys continue to join the conversation when we come back with season 2 next week.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. And listen, we know you subscribed already.
Yeah.
But also comment. We want to know what you guys think about our takes, you know, the questions. Oh, we're bugging. We almost did episode 10 without the would you rather. Yo, we hold on.
We skipped the whole section, really.
Well, yeah, but we're running out of time. We'll save it. We'll save it.
8 minutes.
We'll save it. I still, he talking like we got 8 minutes. I still got to chop this down. You talking like that because you don't be doing the post-production with me. That's why you feel that way. But all right, let's get to our famous would you rather. Would you rather have the perfect memory and never forget anything?
I already have that.
Or the ability to forget things at will?
I feel like I have both. That's crazy. I really do feel like I have both. But I would say forget things at will because my memory's pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I would rather forget some things that I've seen and been through. So I've seen a lot of things I shouldn't have seen.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, forget things probably.
Yeah.
For sure. What about you?
It's a tough question, but I think I would rather have the perfect memory because the things that you're trying to forget, you probably learned from those things. Like, you know, it's like the things that we kind of, the uncomfortable lessons, the ones we want to like go away is like the ones that stick with us. And, you know, some situations are avoidable, but most situations you learn from and you don't put yourself in that same predicament. So that's my answer.
Perfect memory.
Perfect memory. But that's also kind of scary. Like,
that's what I'm
imagine
saying.
like remembering like being like, 1, 2,
what?
3.
Where was you at 9:59? Oh, you don't remember. Perfect memory. He got a perfect memory. He don't remember that. Like, yeah, that's a. Whew.
But listen, thank you guys so much. Season 2 is on the way. We'll be back soon. BReese, close us out the proper way, man.